Sanmonan, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening. Good morning to people outside of the country. If you're outside South Africa, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day to others. If you are in South Africa, good evening. It's my pleasure to meeting you guys here on live. Going live, I'm here by here to talk about Bitcoin. I have to talk about Bitcoin because someone is asking which that behind you. Let me show you. You can see, ne? You can see what's behind me, ne? Let me show you again. Let me show you a bit closer. It's raining outside here, guys. It's raining. So I have to sit down because it's raining out here. It's raining. It's raining out here, guys. Let me show you some more. Someone is asking this gentleman over here, Ruchion, he's saying, why are you outside my house? Excuse my guy. Why am I outside your house? He's saying, stop filming my house. Stop filming my home. Excuse my guy. What's your name? Ruchion. Ruchion, I'm filming your house, ne? Excuse my. If you're around here, maybe you can join me. If you're around, you can. My God. You can share the live, guys. You can share it. You are more than welcome. Yeah, you're joking. Oh, I see. Now I get you. Maybe I thought maybe you're around also here, you know. So I'm filming. If I'm filming around your house or I'm filming around where you're staying, you are pretty welcome to join me. You are more than welcome to join me. Hello, guys. This is Nkuluhuru, the Bitcoin Master. This is Nkuluhuru, the Bitcoin Master. I have to talk about blockchain technology and I have to talk about my stressful frustration about the people who are not respecting our investments. You know, if you are bashing Bitcoin, it means you don't know what you're talking about. If you are bashing Bitcoin, it's because you know nothing about it. There's no way you know exactly what is Bitcoin, and you know exactly the history and the knowledge of blockchain technology. There is no way you can bash it out. There's no way you can bash Bitcoin out if you know exactly what is Bitcoin. There is no way. There is no way. It's only those who don't know about it, and only those you can't care for you whatever you know much of something, you will give the utmost respect. If you know much about something, you will always give it respect. If you know much about something, you cannot tell me you know Bitcoin, but you keep bashing it out. There is no way. You know, there is absolutely no way. I can't be bashing Forex if I don't know much about Forex. If I know much about Forex, I can't be bashing it. You get my point? I can't be bashing the property developers or the real estate industry if I know much about it. Only if I don't know much about it, then I will bash it. You know? So I'm just here to take out my frustration to those who are bashing out my industry. I'm here to give out and release my frustration to those who are bashing out whatever that we are doing. You understand? We go way back with Bitcoin. We go way back when it started. We go way back with it. And someone just comes all of a sudden, you're bashing it out. What we're doing? You know how many you know how many years we've spent investing in it? Do you know how many years it took for us to learn about it? Do you understand the skill we've acquired to understand it? Do you know the seminars we've attended to understand it? Do you know the books, the research we've did to understand it? And then someone comes all of a sudden, like along the way, and tells us that it's trash. I have to raise my frustrations, guys. Whoever is bashing out whatever you are doing, whatever you spend a lot of time with doing, is because they don't know nothing about it. You don't know what you are talking about if you're going to bash whatever that you haven't given attention. You can't give something your full attention. You can't give away your 10,000 hours and then bash that thing. You can't. It's impossible. If you're okay, you can't. If you can't, you just can't. You can't. You cannot. It's impossible. It's impossible, guys. Like, really, it's impossible. It's really impossible. whatever that you are doing, whatever industry you're in, and then someone comes along the way to bash it out because they don't know about it, they haven't given attention on it, they haven't studied it, they haven't worked on it, they don't have no experience when it comes to it, they haven't invested their money on it. That's why they're bashing it, because they haven't invested anything with it. Whatever your industry is, someone who will bash it out is someone who has never invested in it, his time, his energy, his money, his everything. It's because they don't know anything about it. If you haven't paid attention to whatever a person is doing or spending his most time off doing, or spending most of his money doing, and then you come and bash it out, it's impossible. It's impossible, guys. If you are okay, if you are really okay, it's impossible. You know? So I'm here to talk about Bitcoins, guys. I'm here to talk about Bitcoins. I'm here to talk about blockchain technology. I'm here to talk about blockchain technology. I'm here to talk about cryptocurrencies. I'm here to talk about the knowledge when it comes to cryptocurrencies and how you can associate yourself and how you can learn more and how you can pay attention more and how you can invest and how you can be aware of anything that is contradicting the knowledge, the full knowledge of it. So I'm here to talk about blockchain technology and Bitcoin. I'm not going to talk much about the alternative coins. Alternative coins. Let me explain what exactly is alternative coins. There's a name which is abbreviated, which is called altcoins. Altcoins are cryptocurrencies outside of Bitcoin. So there's a lot of cryptocurrencies. There is a lot of cryptocurrencies that you can find out there. Bitcoin, which happens to be the leading cryptocurrency. And Bitcoin, it goes along with other cryptocurrencies. So in all of them, they are called cryptocurrencies. And any cryptocurrency which is not Bitcoin is called an altcoin, meaning it's an alternative coin. Bitcoin is the main cryptocurrency, it's the main coin, and the rest of the coins, they have a specific name which is called the alternative coins. Abbreviated name or a simple name, it's altcoins, 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 altcoins. I'm going to name a few of the altcoins that you're going to find. Guys, whatever I'm saying, it's very important to understand how to learn something. The way I'm learning something, anything from anyone, from whatever education space, whatever medium and so forth, whatever education information I'm getting, whatever I'm getting from a book or I'm getting from someone else, there's a word of education is divided into two. There's a word of mouth education, and then there's a written education. Ne? So whatever I'm getting information of something, I always write it down. For me, to summarize it, whenever I get the time to summarize it, in my free time, when I'm at home, then I get the time to summarize and understand it better, and then I do a certain research about whatever that I've summarized. So that's my way of studying something. I write it down. So whatever that I'm saying, you are free to write it down. Just write it down and do a small research, because I'm going to give you a lot of terminology, a lot of words that you haven't heard before. You know, I'm going to give you the secret website that you have never heard before, you've never seen before. You see, I'm here to plug you with Bitcoin and blockchain technology. I'm here to plug you guys. How do you go about learning about blockchain technology? How do you go about learning about Bitcoin? So I'm here to plug you guys. I'm doing this live to plug you, to give you more and more information that you have to know. And how you go about doing it. I'm here to do that. I'm here to plug you guys. I'm here to plug you. I've got a years of experience when it comes to blockchain. I've got a years of experience when it comes to how does blockchain regulates, or how does blockchain how is Bitcoin, what does the Bitcoin ledger works like? You understand? I'm talking about ledgers now. When it comes to ledgers, it's an accounting word. You see, so you have to write it down. Whatever I'm saying, you have to write it down, guys, because I'm gonna talk about something. Whenever I'm talking about a new word, then I have to simplify it. You see? I'm talking about ledger now. I'm talking about ledger. Ledger is an accounting word. Bitcoin is full of educational information when it comes to money, when it comes to investments and so forth. So you have to include some accounting when it comes to it. I'm a mathematics guy, like I'm a numbers guy, so I have to talk about accounting stuffs when it comes to Bitcoin as well. You understand? I have to talk about some terminology that are accounting terminologies. I have to talk about blockchain terminologies. I have to talk about Bitcoin terminologies. Those new words, if I talk about them, then I have to simplify and describe them fully so that you guys can understand my language. You see, so you can understand whatever that I'm talking about, whatever terminology I'm using, whatever words that are new to your ear, you have to write them down and do a research about them. That's gonna be a better way for you guys to learn about Bitcoins, to learn about more stuff when it comes to blockchain technology as well. You see, so I'm here to plug you guys, but in plugging you guys, I have to use the same terminology that is used in the Bitcoin the Bitcoin market. When I say the Bitcoin market, I'm talking about the people who know more about it. I'm talking about the people who are investing it. I'm talking about the people who know more about it. I'm talking about, when I say Bitcoin network, I'm talking about the group of people who have a lot of information when it comes to it. So there are terminology that we use. You see, there are terminology that we use. If I say those words, I have to describe them. You see, if I'm talking to another Bitcoin person or Bitcoin knowledgeable person or Bitcoin network, let me refer them as Bitcoin networks. You see, so if I'm talking to another Bitcoin network, because the word network is just simply a friend that you meet in high places. I mean, that's the way I can describe the word network. You see, it's the friends you meet in high places. That's a network. That's how I can describe the word network. So I was talking about the word blockchain. Blockchain is a ledger which regulates Bitcoin. So what is a ledger? A ledger, it's a record. The accounting guys, maybe they will correct me if I'm wrong, but it's just this is just in simple terms of explaining what a ledger is. It is an accounting name which means something with a record or an account statement. Yeah, you bank statement. That's a ledger. A blockchain, it gives you a bank statement, sort of like similarity. When I'm comparing a blockchain and a bank, I can compare blockchain to a bank. You see? So when I'm talking about ledger, I'm talking about every Bitcoin transactions that happens around the world, that happens around the globe. It's recorded. There's a Bitcoin ledger. You find them in blockchain. So you can go to blockchain.com and learn more about what is blockchain. You can learn more about what is blockchain. Blockchain, it's BLOCK, then CHAIN.com. Blockchain.com. So the first word is Bitcoin, the second word is blockchain. Guys, you have to research about the website, which is blockchain.com. You have to go there and learn about it. I'm going to explain something when it on the blockchain website that you are going to find there. I'm going to explain something that you're going to find there. But I have to explain what is blockchain first. Blockchain, it's a universal ledger for Bitcoin. Blockchain is a regulator for Bitcoin. I'm saying it's a regulator because whatever transactions that are done, whatever Bitcoin transactions that are done, blockchain records each and every one of them. So whatever happens when it comes to Bitcoin, blockchain already knows about it. And blockchain, it is a platform where you will have to find or buy or sell Bitcoins. It is a platform. It's a platform where you're going to meet the Bitcoin network. I mean, guys, you know now what is Bitcoin network. If you're new, if you just joined, I said Bitcoin network is a group of people. Bitcoin network is those group of people who know more about Bitcoins, who understand Bitcoins, who have invested in Bitcoins, who know it's just a group of knowledgeable people about Bitcoins and stuff. So if I talk to another network or another Bitcoin network, I'm talking new terminologies, they don't get confused because they are part of the Bitcoin network. So I'm here to plug you guys blockchain.com. Blockchain.com. It is where you will find the most secured platform of Bitcoin information and investments, and the exchanges and the networks and other altcoins. It is where you will find the most protected, regulated, ledgered information, foolproof. Blockchain.com. Some guy is asking me here. He's asking, I'm at the village. No, I'm not at the village. I'm at the Pels. I'm at the Pels. I'm at the capital Pels. So guys, I'm taking out my frustrations when it comes to people who are bashing Bitcoins. But later up, I have to express those later. For now, let me just focus on plugging you guys. Let me just go about plugging you, and then as time goes on, as I do those lives and so forth, I have to make you understand more, so you're not gonna go around listening to less knowledgeable people who talk more bashing Bitcoin, rather than compared to people who know more about Bitcoins. So blockchain technology. Yes, I'm at Umhlanga, my guy. I'm at Umhlanga. I'm not at the village. I'm at the Pels. 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 Excuse me. I'm at the Pels, my guy. So I was talking about blockchain technology as one of the platforms where you will find more knowledge about Bitcoin, more knowledge about the altcoins, more knowledge about the safety of your Bitcoins, more knowledge on how to start about going into the blockchain technology, which is called the cryptocurrency space. I have to plug you guys when it comes to cryptocurrencies, since I have more experience when it comes to it. There are altcoins which are the likes of Ethereum. Ethereum, you can write that word down. Ethereum. Ethereum. Maybe some of you guys have some knowledge when it comes to Bitcoins, but I'm just gonna list a few altcoins that are you see, when it comes to altcoins outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, Ethereum is number 2 when it comes to the value of Bitcoin, the value of cryptocurrencies. When it comes to value, there's every platform where you find Bitcoin, you will find the value of a Bitcoin in dollars. You will find the value of Bitcoins probably in euros. You will find Bitcoin value probably in pounds, British pounds. You will find the value of Bitcoin here in South Africa. There are platforms that you're going to find Bitcoins in a value of rands, South African rand. I'm going to plug you guys. I'm going to plug with how do you go about registering yourself? How do you go about opening your own account? How do you go about getting started? How do you go about filling in the required information? I'm going to just list for you the information that is going to be required when you're opening your filling your account. If you are new to Bitcoins, I'm going to explain to you what is actually required for you in any platform, whether it's South African local platform or is an international platform. I'm going to plug you guys what is actually required there and how do you go about doing Bitcoins the safest way. You understand? So if you've bought Bitcoin in the year 2015, the value of it was around 3,200 rand to a value around 4,000 rand. I'm just talking about the range of an annual range, because the value fluctuates. Like in every trade, it fluctuates. So it fluctuates like every minute, every second, it fluctuates. It has to fluctuate. Wherever you find a platform whereby people is full of Bitcoin networks, there is a certain volume of people who are buying and selling. Whatever platform, there's a network of people who are buying and selling. So wherever you find such a network, whenever you find such a platform, you are going to find what is called the Bitcoin market. You will find what is called the Bitcoin market. Whenever you find a platform where people are buying and selling, it's called the Bitcoin market. So I'm here to plug you guys on how to go about doing Bitcoins, how to get started if you have never started yet, if you have never secured any Bitcoins. I'm here to get you started. I'm here to make you understand. I'm here to plug you with full information regarding Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Whoever hasn't entered or whoever hasn't joined any Bitcoin platform, it is very important to listen carefully, because the information, it is available. How do you get started? How do you protect your Bitcoins? Whenever you acquire them, how do you go about protecting them? The safest way possible. This is your own investment. You have to give it respect. You have to give your full attention to it. If you can give full attention to your property investment, if you can give full attention and the same respect to your gold investment, it is very important to equally treat your Bitcoin investment much respect, much attention. It is your investment. Mr. Big T, you can join me, my brother. If you're around the place, you can join me. You are more than welcome. I'm here to plug you guys with information. Whatever that I'm giving you guys, whatever that you understand, whatever that you don't understand, I mean, you have to write down. You have to write it down, so you will go and do a bit of research. I'm also available. You can inbox me if you want full information of whatever that you don't understand. I can also give you my WhatsApp number. I can help you to go about getting started when it comes to Bitcoin. You see, when you're in a rank, there are different taxes. When you are starting your year, you are in a rank whereby there's a multiple taxes that you are going to find in the tax rank. There are different types of investment that you want to start. There are different kinds of roads that are leading to different places. This is a good time to start your journey when it comes to Bitcoin. It's the beginning of the year. It's a full-time opportunity for you to get in the information, to know more when you are fully in your full mind attentive way of starting your year. This is your time. This is your good time of starting to know your Bitcoin. This is the right time for you in order to learn where you go about starting your Bitcoin journey. I've started my Bitcoin journey a couple of years ago. Excuse me. it is the beginning of the year, guys. You have to get started. It's a good time for you to get started. It's the good time for you to get full information. It's the good time for you guys to put on your full attention when it comes to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still in its earlier stages. Trust me, it is still in its earlier stages. Bitcoin today, it is worth 888,000 in rands. I'm in South Africa. I am calling the value of Bitcoins in rands. I'm in South Africa. Bitcoin has set different values when it comes to whatever currency you may put at it. So you can check on Google how you can go on Google and check Bitcoin to rand. You can just go on Google and type Bitcoin to rand. You will see the amount or the value of Bitcoin in rands. If you go on Google and type in the word Bitcoin to dollar, it's going to give you a value of Bitcoin in dollars. If you are going on Google and type in the word Bitcoin to euro, it's going to give you the value of Bitcoin in euros. If you go on Google and type in Bitcoin to pounds, it's going to give you Bitcoin value in pounds. I'm giving you this information, guys, because we are going to be learning more about the local South African platforms and also the European platforms, or let me say the international platforms. There's a lot of platforms. There's American, whatever, there's a European, there is a lot. I'm going to plug you guys with a lot of platforms. There's too many platforms of Bitcoins. There's too many, guys. So I am going to plug you guys with, if you are in South Africa, I'm going to plug you with the international platforms where you are eligible or where you are permitted as a South African to invest in those platforms. If it's a European platform, I have to plug you guys where in Europe can you invest your Bitcoins, or can you invest your money to buy Bitcoins and invest in euros. Which platforms are those? Which platforms you cannot invest as a South African? You see, I have to differentiate. I have to teach you which platforms are available for you as a South African to invest in, which platforms you are not permitted to invest into as a South African. You get my point? So I am going to plug you with the platforms where you will invest your Bitcoins as a South African, and I'm going to plug you about the local platforms that you can invest here in South Africa. There is a lot of Bitcoin platforms, guys. There is a lot all over the world. There's a lot of platforms, but some platforms you can invest from South Africa to abroad. You can invest in some platforms, international platforms. You can, and there are platforms where you cannot invest as a South African. But if you are in Europe, you can invest in some European platforms, but when you are in Europe, there are platforms you cannot invest in South Africa. You see, so if I'm here in South Africa, I can invest in Europe, but not in all of them. You see, so I'm going to give you guys the platforms where you can invest, where you can invest from rents from your South African bank accounts, your FNBs, your Capitec, your Absas, your Nedbanks, your Standard Bank, your Bidvest, whatever South African bank it is. You can invest your money from these local banks to abroad. You see? So I'm going to plug about those platforms and how do you go about registering on those platforms as well. The platforms where you will find South Africans allowed to invest into. So I'm going to plug with all that. And I'm going to plug you about the good platforms to invest into. Because there are certain things you have to check when you start investing in a platform. There are certain things you have to check. You see? There are certain things we have to check when it comes to investing in Bitcoins. I talked about investing platforms, and then I talked about the volume and the networks in that platform. So what do I mean about that? What do I mean about those terminologies? When I say the volume in a platform, I am talking about the amount of Bitcoin that is circulating around in that platform. So you have a pizza, and then you have slices of a pizza. I don't know why pizza was made round in a square box and then you eat it in triangle. I don't know why they did that. Maybe someone knows why pizza is eaten in a triangle, but it was cooked as round, but it is packed in a square box. I don't know why. Maybe there's something tricky there. So when I'm talking about the volume in a platform, I'm talking about a pizza size of food where everyone wants a piece of it. So when I'm talking about the volume, I'm talking about the full pizza. And when I'm talking about the Bitcoin network, I'm talking about the people who all want to buy and sell this pizza. That's what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about the network, I'm talking about the people who are buying and who are selling the same pizza. Someone gets a piece of a piece. Someone gets a piece of a pizza, and then they sell it the next morning. At a profit. You buy something this morning, and then in the afternoon you're selling it at a profit. By the way, pizza, guys, was the first. The purchase of Bitcoins was made to buy a pizza. Pizza was the first. The first transaction of Bitcoin was made buying a pizza. Yeah. So if you want my pizza that I bought, I'm going to sell you at a profit. You see? So you buy and then you sell at a profit. So when it comes to how much of a pizza I have, it's equivalent or it's equal to the value or I possess or I own, I control the market. In fact, what is that Bible word? Subdue. Yes, subdue. Subdue is the right word. Subdue, yes. So whoever has the most controls the market. It's like gold in South Africa. The people who got the most gold, who are mining the most of the gold that is underground. Whoever is mining the most, whoever is getting the most from the ground, they don't sell all of it. They do not sell. Whatever I have the most of anything, I will only sell 20% of it, because the 80% that is with me, if I'm selling too little, I am making people argue and fight about this only 20% that I'm selling. If more people want the same 20%, I am going to increase the value of the 20%. And whenever the value of the 20% is increasing, guess what is happening to the 80% that I have? You tell me, what is actually happening to the 80% that I have? If people are going to fight and argue and want to buy and whatever of the 20% I only gave away, guess what is happening to my 80%? If the Reserve Bank is printing, let me make an example about the printed money, the paper money. If Reserve Bank can print the amount of money to a certain amount, why Reserve Bank is not printing? People need money, right? But why is Reserve Bank doesn't print more money? Why? Why Reserve Bank doesn't print more money? People want money, right? Why Reserve Bank doesn't print more? Why? Why not? Why? Why? Because they understand the secret that the real money is digital. You see, the money that we do the transfers with, we do the EFTs with, it is more than the printed one. Whatever money is circulating around FNB bankers or around FNB customers, the most of it is on their bank accounts. It is not printed. The most money is not printed. They print less. They print less papers. Reserve Bank sells money to the banks. And it's backed by gold. Let me repeat that. The Reserve Bank will buy gold from the Motsepes, and Motsepe will not release 80%, 100% of the gold he has. He will only keep his 80% of gold, but he will only sell 20% to the Reserve Bank. Only 20. And the Reserve Bank will print the paper money according to the amount of gold they bought from Motsepe. So they can only print to a certain amount. Ish. You see the tricky part? They will print, Reserve Bank will print the paper money up to a value of the gold they have. Reserve Bank, then they sell that paper money, or they sell money, let me say they sell money to the banks, because me and you, we don't have a license to buy money from the Reserve Bank. We can't. There's a lot of Reserve Banks in South Africa. There's a lot. But I can't knock at their door and why to buy money. I can't. I don't have a license. I don't have a license to buy money direct from the Reserve Bank. I don't. The only people who have a license to buy money from the Reserve Bank is the banks, your FNBs, your Absas, your Nedbanks, your Capitec. They have a license. That's why. And they buy that money. The Reserve Bank sells money to FNB, to Capitec at a profit. Reserve Bank sells money to the banks at a profit. They sell the money to the banks at a profit. The banks have a license to buy money from the Reserve Bank. And me and you, the only way we can get money, we're actually buying money as well. Me and you, we're actually also buying money from the banks. So the Reserve Bank is selling money to the banks, and the banks, your FNBs, your Absa, your Capitex, they are selling money to us. It's a profit as well. So the way we're getting money from the bank, we get transaction fees. You get your mortgage fees. You get your interest. When you take a mortgage, they will give you a monthly interest. On your repayments. The more you pay, the lesser the interest. The lesser you pay, the more the interest. So we are actually buying money from the banks. We call it banking, but we're actually buying it. We're actually buying money from the banks because they're charging us. We are not getting it for free. They are charging us. Every transaction, they are charging us. So they are selling. They are selling us money. And they are selling it at a profit. And they are not even selling us the digital only. They are selling even the paper money. If you want money to be transferred, or you do an EFT from your bank account to another person, they charge you. But also, if you are going to the ATM to withdraw the money from the cash, they also charge you. So they are selling money to you. They're actually selling money. Banks are in a business of selling money. It's a profit. And the banks are investors, right? Banks, they invest their own the money that is coming in. They do invest that money. Whatever money is coming in, they do take it to investments, their own investments, right? The banks actually do their own investment. That's we all know that, right? But they will never sell you money for you to invest where they're investing. Let me repeat that. The banks do their own investments. but they will never borrow you money to invest where they are investing. But they can give you money to go buy a house as a mortgage loan. What does that mean? It means they trust you, they trust the real estate industry more than they trust their own ways of making money. They know if you take their money and go invest where they are investing, you can lose that money. But if you go and buy a new house, they know that's an investment. So they will give you the money to go and buy a house. But they will not give you money to invest where they are investing. So they trust the real estate industry more than they trust their own investments. So my point, guys, there is a lot of money circulating digitally as compared to the money that is printed. There is a lot of money circulating digitally. That's my point. Which leads to the conclusion that the real money, the real investments, the real money. Let's talk about money. Let's forget about whatever certain investments and so there's a lot of investment industries and stuff. Let's talk about money. The real money is digital. That is my point. The real money is digital. Not printed. There's little printed. There's more digital money. The reason why the Bitcoin value in the Bitcoin market cap is escalating exponentially like never before is there is no ATM where you can print Bitcoins. There is none. Bitcoin is not printed. It's digital only. You can't touch Bitcoin. It's digital only. Today, the value of rand when it comes to dollar, my goodness, the value of dollar in rand value is around 17, 16 rand or whatever. The value of Bitcoin in rand value is 880,000. 880,000. I think the all-time high Bitcoin value was 2021 was the value of Bitcoin at its highest all-time high. Of which it escalated to above 1 million rands. In the rand value, Bitcoin escalated and it surpassed the value of 1 million rand. That was its all-time high value in 2021. So the Bitcoin value right now, it's 880,000. That's the value of Bitcoin. So guys, I am going to conclude by saying, if you find the time, it is the beginning of the year. If you find the time, just learn more about Bitcoins, invest more attention, more knowledge, more education, more research about Bitcoin. I'm available to assist where I possibly can. You can inbox me. I'll give you my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is 073 766 8424. You can also DM me here. I'll give you my WhatsApp number, so I can take you step by step. I can go through the full information. I can help you to invest your full attention in Bitcoins. It is a good start. It is the beginning of the year. It is the good opportunity to learn something new that is going to benefit you and is going to benefit your kids in a long run. Because Bitcoin is an investment. It's an investment for you. It's an investment for your family, for your kids, for your spouse. And it requires your utmost respect that you give your real estate investments, that you give your gold investments, that you give. I'm going to talk later. I'm going to talk, if I find time, I'll talk about the gold as well. I'll talk about gold as well. If I find some time to talk about it. Just give full attention and your full utmost respect to your Bitcoin investment. It is going to benefit you and your future and your kids, the future of your kids, the future of yourself, the future of your family. It is going to benefit your whole family. That was my message for today. Just give it your full attention and the full utmost respect. Don't invest today and want to sell your Bitcoins tomorrow. If you're investing in Bitcoins, stay in the cause. It will be rewarded to you in multiple times, multiple sevenfold. it's going to benefit you. If you invest in Bitcoins and give full attention to it, it is going to benefit you in 7-fold. If you're buying Bitcoins, just keep them. Just keep them. The best way to make money in Bitcoins is to buy and keep. That is the best way. There's a lot of people who are buying and selling, buy and sell. The best way, I repeat, the best way is to buy and keep. Buy and keep. Don't sell. That's my message. Just buy and hold. Keep your Bitcoins. Don't sell them. You can have multiple Bitcoin wallets. What is Bitcoin wallet? It's similar to your bank account. We don't call it a bank account number. We don't call it an account number. We call them Bitcoin wallet address. You see? You can write that down. It's wallet address. It's equivalent to your account number. So it's a 34 character account, but we don't call it an account number. No, we say it's a Bitcoin wallet address. A Bitcoin wallet is like a bank where you keep your Bitcoins. If you're an FNB or Absa or Standard Bank or Capitec, it is where you keep your rands. If you have a Bitcoin wallet, it is where you keep your Bitcoins. And help me, guys, keep them, don't sell them. Just buy and keep. I will teach you how to buy. I will teach you where you can keep. I will teach you how to protect them, how to give foolproof protection of living comfortably, knowing your Bitcoins are well protected. I will teach you. Just send me a WhatsApp, send me a DM, 073 766 8424, 073 766 8424, 073 766 8424. That is my number. That is my WhatsApp. You can also inbox me here and ask for my WhatsApp number, and then we can chat. And then by the end of this year, guys, if you buy more Bitcoins and keeping them, you will thank me later. You will thank me, guys. So I'm going to teach you how to go about doing all that. You will never go wrong. There are people who are coming to thank me, guys. There are people who come to me and say, I bought your Bitcoins Nkululeko, in 2016, and I didn't know how much were they then and what value they were. I just listened to you and I just put on some money, and guess what? 5 years later, I accidentally opened using the password, and I found out that my Bitcoins are I just bought a new house with your Bitcoin that you sold to me. I find people who are saying, Nkululeko, you sold me Bitcoins, and for now I my investment in a space of about 2 years. I can now buy. I bought some cows now. I bought a lot of cows. I didn't know what Bitcoin was back then. I just invested, as what you're saying. I did exactly what you said. And today I can afford to buy a lot of cows. I get people coming to me and say that. There's a lot of people that I get people a lot who come to me to thank. Just say thank you. Just buy your Bitcoins, guys. Just DM me, and let's talk. Let's talk, guys. Let's talk more about Bitcoins. Let's talk the financial solutions. Let's talk financial solutions, guys. This is 2024. Let's talk about financial solutions. The rain is over now. Let's learn more. Let's learn more about Bitcoins. Let's learn more about Bitcoins, guys. It is still at an early stage. It is still early. Don't think because the value is around 880,000 and think it's too late. It's still very early. It's still very early. There's still a lot of time. There is a lot of time, guys. There is a lot of time. It's still early. There's still early. Thank you, guys, for your attention. Thank you for the time that you've taken to listen to this video. It is my full pleasure to acknowledge that. Please, guys, just DM me or WhatsApp me. My number is 073 766 8424. Just DM me. My name is Nkuluhuru. And let's talk about how are we changing our 2024. Ask me, Nkuluhuru, please teach me how do I go about learning more about Bitcoins. How do I learn more? Where are the websites where I can learn more? Just DM me, guys. I will give you full information. Guys. Thank you very much, guys. I have to love and leave you. It's found out here. Durban is very warm. Durban, guys. It was raining just a while ago. Just a while ago it was raining, but it's so warm here. Yo. It is so warm here. It's not cold at all. It's so warm here. I'm in Umhlanga. It's so warm here in Durban. Yo. Yes. All the best, guys, for your 2024. I wish you good luck. I wish you to have more Bitcoins in your Bitcoin wallet. The soonest, guys, let's get started and open our Bitcoin wallet and help each other out to learn more and make more. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, guys. Let's learn more and earn more. Let's learn more and earn more. This 2024, let's filter everything when it comes to problems and stuff. Let's just focus on learning and earning. That's all. Let's focus on learning and earning. You start to learn and then you remove an L. You start by learning and then you remove an L. You start by working hard and then and then afterwards you work smart. You can't just work smart. You have to start working hard first. You start by working hard now. Invest more now. And then you'll reward and invest smarter later. Let's invest hard just now. Invest hard as you can. And at a later stage, you will invest smart. You will be chilled. Work hard now. And then later you work smart. It's the only way. It's the only way. You work hard and then you work smart. You can't jump. You can't. Thank you guys. I have to love and leave you. I have to go. Good luck guys. DM me, WhatsApp me 073 766 8424 073 766 8424. I have to love and leave you guys. It's getting late, but it's nice outside. I wish I can't go. I wish I could. I wish I cannot go, but you know, it's getting late, guys. We'll have another live tomorrow, guys. Let's have another live tomorrow, ne? Thank you, guys.